Hello, welcome back. My name is Jesse, and this is a continuation, part 5, I believe. Oh, part 6 of demonic upbringing. So I failed to mention in my last one that also when I joined the army, I also started smoking cigarettes. More glory to the kingdom of darkness there. Not good, not a good thing. And I also failed to mention that the first time this girl that I really loved uh, broke up with me and attempted to take my own life. You have to understand, this is the ultimate goal of demonic entities. They can't kill you, okay? They can use others who are in the kingdom of darkness to kill you or to attempt to. But ultimately, what they want you to do is for you to kill yourself, right? So, due to all of the terrible things that I did to her and uh, my state and where I was, I said, this is it. I'm just going to end it. So, I had been drinking really hard, partying with a good buddy of mine, same guy, 6th grade, joined the army with me. We were hanging out. The club's let out. It's late at night, maybe 2, 3 in the morning. We go down to there's a large bridge in our hometown that crosses over a fast-moving large river, and I'm down there and I'm looking at the black water and I'm like, this is in February. Where I'm from, it's very cold in February, snow, ice, that kind of thing. And I'm looking at this black water going, what do I have left? The woman that I loved has left me. I got nothing. Look at the state that I'm living in. I'm living with my mother, sleep in the same bed with my brother. I've got nothing. So I'm like, this is it. I'm just going to end it, And I took the leap, jumped into the fast-moving river, fully clothed. We're talking winter boots, jeans, t-shirt, undershirt, sweater, winter jacket, toque. And I know, as soon as I hit that water, it was so freezing. I was like, this is a bad idea. Probably shouldn't have done this, you idiot. So I'm struggling and I'm struggling. I'm trying to swim. I'm a really good swimmer, thankfully. Praise be to God. But I'm going down. And I've already submerged twice. And I'm down the third time. And I'm sinking. And I hit the bottom. And a voice inside me says, this is it. You go down the third time, you never come back up. And I was like, I don't think so. Nope, not me. That's it. So I was at the bottom of the river, and I kicked off the bottom with all my might, and I surfaced again. And then at this point, I noticed that my friend, who was with me, who loves me, jumped in to save me. But he was drowning. So now I'm going to be the cause of his death. No way. I'm not letting that happen. So I swim over to him and he's yelling out, help, 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 somebody help us. And I'm like, shut the F up. Nobody's going to hear you. Save your breath. So I swam over to him. We made our way to a concrete wall. I mean, it was freezing. I don't know how long it takes for hypothermia to set in. I knew at one point, but I don't remember anymore. But we're freezing. And we came to this cement wall, and there was a vertical pipe sticking out of the wall. And we latched onto that, and I'm holding on to him, and he's holding on to me. And he was taller than I am, 6'1", I think. And we got to get up this. We're going to freeze to death, So I said, you climb up to the top of that pole. You stand on my shoulders, climb up to the top, and then reach down and help me up. So that's how we got out of that. I mean, God saved our lives. That's it. God saved us. I didn't know it then. So we went back to his place, which is about another 3-block walk. Wind was just howling. We're soaking wet, already freezing. I mean, yeah, wild. Got warmed up at his place. I never told anybody about it. I never told my parents. And then I went away for that tasking in the summer with the Army. And then I shamed my unit, shamed myself. Then I moved out west. So with a little bit of money in my pocket, I go to a totally unknown place with some other Army guys that had gotten out and were living there. Said it was booming. It was doing really well. They got full-time jobs, and was like, yeah, okay, So we went there, and another soldier that got out joined us there too. So all Army guys. So 5 of us, all Army guys, were staying in a one-bedroom apartment, all 5 of us. And it was the other 2 Army buddies that were residents in that, and they let us stay, because we're brothers, we're battle brothers. So we all get jobs. We finally get our own place. I'm washing dishes at a restaurant, making chump change, part-time job. But between the 3 of us, we can afford a 2-bedroom apartment downtown large city. And I mean, this city's way bigger than what I came from. I came from a 95K population. We moved to a city of about a million plus. So I mean, I loved the anonymity of it. Nobody knew who I was. Nobody knew who. It was great. Really enjoyed that. That lasted a few months. Things were going relatively well, but without the rank structure of the Army, we're all kind of vying for who's who. I get in a fight with one of my roommates. It's not good. He decides after that scrap that he doesn't want to stay there anymore. And I was like, well, that kind of sucks. We need you to pay the rest of the rent. He says, no, I'm going back to where we came from. Can't stop him. Then my other roommate, the one that jumped in the river with me, he decides he's going to move to the UK. And I was like, okay, all right. So how am I going to pay for this 2-bedroom place on what I'm making? Like, there's no way out. I'm preparing to be homeless. By the grace of God, the roommate that I got in a fight with leaves. He's courteous enough to give me his job. So now I have a full-time job making twice what I was making at the part-time job. A blessing. And thank you, mate. If you ever see this, I love you, brother. And so yeah, I go and talk to the superintendents of the building that we're renting. And thankfully, again, by the grace of God, this is their first superintendent position. So they haven't been jerked around yet by other unruly tenants and tenants that don't stay to their word. And they allow me to take the damage deposit from this 2-bedroom and transfer it to a bachelor. So I can move into a bachelor apartment and not be homeless. And now I've got a decent job. And it's like everything's coming together. Did I praise God? No, because I didn't know who he was anymore. I didn't even think about God anymore. What? That's a myth. That's nothing. That's foolishness. Okay? So with my 2 good buddies gone, I mean, I've moved out from my other 2 good buddies, and they're working, and we hardly see each other anymore, and I'm getting more and more isolated. I'm spending a lot more time still listening to the same music. Yeah, still listening to the same music. I got introduced now to marijuana. Yeah. And I'm doing that a lot, and listening to music. And you know what? Music's better with it at that point to me. So it's like party time. This is great. I save enough money, buy myself some furniture, get some electronics, get a TV, finally. Playing video games while smoking pot. I become a guy that smokes pot every single day. In the morning, go to work, come home from work, smoke pot. I was doing a security gig, so I was looking after a downtown mall of this city. I didn't like day shifts, so a night shift came open, 12-hour shifts. I decided, so I do this for 2 years. I hardly ever saw sunlight. I come home from my 12-hour shift, go to bed, wake up, it's dark, go to work, And on my days off, I'm isolated, doing drugs, playing video games, in darkness. Not always by myself, but mostly by myself. So yeah, it's getting darker and darker and darker for me. But there's a light at the end of this tunnel. So stay tuned. I'll be back for part 7. Excellent. Be blessed in Jesus' holy name. Until next time.